Yeah, he's back from the dead. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon, right next to New York. Yeah, what show, yeah? Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah?
Yeah, fun Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, who wants a treat, yeah? Keep listening. You will not be disappointed.
Am the Dufferin Ave Media Network. The man to the left of me is Mr. Everywhere all the time. His name is Clayton Croker.
Why am I blanking on the wrestler that does the dam? Why am I blanking right now? Curtis, why am I blanking right now? It used to be Farouk.
His name, yeah, Ron Simmons.
Ron Simmons. Damn!
Ron Simmons.
Damn!
And again, that was a happy coincidence as I look into the camera and realize that my hair and my For Life
Oh, you look great.
is too sweetened.
You look like the boyfriend from Aaron Brockovich right now.
That's
You ever seen that movie? Doesn't he look like the biker guy from Aaron Brockovich? Like Aaron Brockovich's love interest in that movie? I don't know if we can get a zoom in on Gary like in isolation right here, but you look exactly like it right now as you fix your microphone mid. Yeah.
Well, let's be real for a second here. Let's talk about why we're all scrambling right now.
Sharing is caring.
We have a brand new studio yet again. Every week it changes more and more. How's that? Is that a little better? You got me? I feel like I can hear myself on this one. Nice. It's the wrong one. We're good. So we had our good friends over from Turf Doctor and Mark and Hunter. They were in here since 7 a.m. this morning. 7 a.m. And all they did was turn the incredible studio that we already have into basically Augusta, Georgia.
Well, it's close.
Damn close.
Damn close. I see what you did there. When I first walked in here, I was like, this is such a nice little addition because before it was just garage. Now you got a nice little AstroTurf oasis in here, man. The vibes in here are immaculate. You can't really see the video game area over there and the fridge and everything. Like, I would never leave. I would never leave if I was here, and I rarely do. I overstay my welcome here quite a bit. So.
And we love when you do that. Before we get to the big reason why you're here, again, shout out to the boys. 7 a.m. they were in here. They laid it down, and they did it so fast because they knew we had a show today. So they scrambled. And then we scrambled. So I couldn't do a single thing in here as stuff was drying. So I'm like, come on, I gotta get in there. And I'm waiting. And then we dive in. The boys show up. And then it's just mayhem. Mics getting set up. Tables moving. All the network. Ryan has honestly lost like 20 pounds. Great time for the Maggie Cam, by the way. As Network Ryan is network producing right now. There she is. Look at you.
Oh,
there's
Maggie,
the smile.
Look at that.
That deserves a hand.
Good dog.
I love the Maggie Cam. Proudly brought to you by our good friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocers. Mike and Rochelle, the whole gang over there, are so kind and so awesome. Just go say hi, and they'll just make your day better. That's what they do. So thank you again for the Maggie Cam. Wow, that was probably the quickest Maggie Cam we've ever done.
Maggie deserves more love.
She does.
Maggie deserves more camera time.
How's Kipper?
Kipper's great. I had a funny joke with her on the Eclipse. My dog doesn't have any eyes, by the way. She lost her eyes when she was a puppy. And you know how everyone was doing Eclipse posts and everything like that? And I was like,
I saw what you did.
You don't have to worry about hurting your eyes when you don't have any eyes in the first place. So little life hack for you when it comes to the eclipses there. So Kipper's winning at life. But no, other than that, she's great. I mean, I don't know. She's blind. She's a dog. That's
it.
That's basically all you need to know about her. So.
I love how we focus on the positives.
Yeah, exactly, right?
And again,
she went through 4 months of hell trying to save her eyes. It was called eye lube. Like, you know how you think like animal products or vet products, they'd be like all like, you know, scientific name or whatever. Just eye lube. And it says it in like Times New Roman font on the tube and everything. It's like,
don't Google.
Don't Google. Thanks, Rock.
Yeah.
Don't Google. Some weird stuff will come up.
How
Not
nice
tutorial videos.
would it be if everything was like that? You
Just
know, like
basic, like no name.
yeah,
marketing?
nothing complicated. Just hey, what's that? That's camera, and it's just camera.
Have you seen some of the marketing that No Name does? I got a cooler bag from them, like a little like 6-pack cooler. It just says cooler bag, and they have lawn chairs that just say lawn chair. They have yellow pens that just say pen.
I guess I just...
And it's so easy, too. You never have to worry about paying someone. You just throw that font on with the same yellow, and it's like, it's such a marketing genius idea, but...
Are you telling me that my dream for the world is just to have everything no-name named?
You betcha, Aaron Brockovich's boyfriend.
Dang.
I need to figure out his name in that movie because, man,
great.
like, you're a spitting image of him right now. It's insane.
You know,
I can't believe how many people didn't know Aaron Brockovich in here right away, but that's a...
Does he even have
classic.
the untamed...
Oh, yeah, like, and he has the...
garbage beard
if
and
you
the
had,
Bullet
like,
Club for life?
If you had a pair of 1999 Oakleys, you know, like the really
Oh,
weird thick
yeah.
ones that went like, yeah,
Dude,
that's
I
what
used
he
to
wore.
flip those in high school. I used to go down to Mexico with the family, beautiful Paradise Village in
Yeah.
Nuevo Vallarta, and we go on the beach, and I'd just be grabbing all the Oakleys I could, and I'd sell them out of my locker at Aiden Bowman. It's a
so
huge hit. I was like
crazy.
the Oakley guy
That's
for a while.
such an Aiden Bowman thing to do.
It was
there was a
awesome.
rumor. I was a Holy Cross kid, so I was like the typical
Boo.
East Sider.
Fight green and
I
gold.
like sweaters and Jesus, guys. Yeah, our basketball team's great. We get booed at Brit every year. But there was rumors all the time about Aiden Bowman and how the third floor bathroom was just a Stoner Magoo bathroom. And how everyone was just smoking joints in that bathroom. Now, again, we're just the Catholic kids, so we're just spreading that rumor all the time.
Because Catholic kids are always so good.
Yeah. I mean,
They weren't smoking
You should
anywhere.
have seen what was going on in our bathroom at Holy Cross.
You probably made it like a challenge to be
Exactly,
even
right?
worse than we
Well, like,
were.
Was it true? Was it like, I don't know.
There was a couple stunts we pulled. One of them was the rumor of if everybody flushed a toilet at the same time, it would flood the school and we could leave early.
Oh, okay.
So we actually coordinated a full-on school-wide flushing.
We had a water main break kid that always threatened to break the water main around
Nice.
finals time so everyone would get the day off. He's like, I'm going to do it this year, guy. Never did.
Prove it.
Coward.
As well, cherry bombs going down there are supposed to blow them
Yeah.
up. That didn't work.
Okay. What was
It's
it?
funny how this lengths people go to get out of finals, hey?
Exactly. Oh. Man,
Wow.
Math 90 was hard, okay?
Dude, I still don't have my grade 12 math.
What
That's
was
true
your,
story. I failed three
what
times.
was your big high school rumor or whatever? Ours was that the kid that the Harry Bailey rumor, the ball
Yeah.
flop kid. And our big high school rumor was that was like a teacher's son or something like that. and
Oh,
that's
like a
why he was
connection
so
to a
cranky.
tragedy.
It's crazy that before the internet, like because we went to high school before, like the internet was there, but it wasn't what it is
Barely,
now.
yeah.
The way rumors spread,
Ugh,
right?
like
the
fire.
Undertaker went to Walter Murray.
That's
was
still
another,
true. We know
was
that. That's
another big
true.
one. No, that's not true though. Like it's not true at all. Like where did that one start? It was just some guy went to Walter Murray. Probably just looked like Undertaker back in the
That
day.
would be the best instant tombstone line,
Yeah.
by the way. Hey, here lies Gary Nickel. It's true, The Undertaker was from Walter Murray.
I will die on that hill.
Tyler Maine is the guy's name that went to Walter Murray. And he sort of looked like him? Nice.
There's actual stories about that? Oh,
Yeah.
I
Sorry,
thought it was
Curtis
just
Anderson is here with his son Noah right now. They're
Shaw
just hanging out
TV
with Lil
legend.
B.
Have
Yeah,
Curtis out
my
here
dude.
instead of me. People
Wow.
like him a lot better than
His
me.
time is coming. And that's the thing. I've talked to so many people now after this first week that want to come. Like I got my buddy Kinger coming by, I believe, Wednesday or Thursday. We're talking about Pink Wig.
Mm-hmm.
We got a big gala going on. Thursday, don't Google. Thursday, you're slowly turning this into the
You know
don't
a lot of
Google
things
show.
not to Google. Hey, Rye? Why is that?
CCO, baby.
Learn from experience or learn from your
It's literally,
mistakes?
hey, Commander Cookout Podcast. Check it out. I've been watching it all morning. That's where Don't Google comes from. And many, many more slang terms that are slowly making their way into our studio.
Nice.
So shout out to the boys. As well, more orders of business. So we had a Masters draft. Probably the worst draft ever in the history. One person, some real dungus, didn't even fill out a damn player. Just submitted an empty team.
Who's that?
Me.
Way to go, Gary.
Yeah, if you're going to guide the ship, you should probably be a little better.
Didn't
so I
you
learned from
organize that whole thing?
that. No, Coach Mays did.
Oh, okay.
And speaking of, I believe we're going to try to zoom him in here in a little bit once you and I are done talking about everything. Yeah, he just texted me, so I'll see what that says in a little bit. Okay, so we talked about the turf.
We talked about Aaron Brockovich.
Yes, we did talk about Aaron Brockovich.
We talked about fake Undertaker.
Before we get, man, best show ever already, hey? Unbelievable. Are you ready to do Gary's wardrobe provided by for me? And then I can say it.
Yeah. Copley.
No, you're supposed to say the Gary's
Okay,
wardrobe.
gotcha,
part.
yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Gary's wardrobe provided by Sotner Concrete.
That's pretty good.
Not bad, hey? Not bad.
We'll see if they'll buy.
I love that reference when you brought it up with the Gino
do.
Reda and everything
I
like that,
love
man.
that
I
you
grew up
caught
on
it.
Gino
We all
Reda. That's
did.
hockey. That was the best freaking. It's still going, I think.
Part of
but
the dream was to have somebody say Gary's wardrobe
Yeah.
provided by. So now we're doing it. I got the cat shirt on.
That is a
today.
good shirt. That's a solid
So
shirt.
that's Brutus the Barber Beefcake right there. He's a rescue we got back in the day, and he was the dude. His story, man. So it was a $20 all cats must go SPCA sale.
Yeah.
And for a birthday, we were going to get a cat. And there was 4 left. The place was about to close. 3 beautiful, cute little kittens. And then this big old dude named Brutus. He had the collar on. No more downstairs. Very angry about it. He was yelling at me from the cage. Like, see this big guy. Jumped right up on me, cuddled me. It's like, okay, let's take this one. And I'm like, no, kittens. I'm like, you guys, look at this. And then eventually, when we went to put him back in, he did the whole, like, stop it.
Oh, yeah. That's your cat now.
Like, come on, dog.
Exactly, right?
You're coming.
There you go.
So that's how we got Brutus. And then this is exactly what he looks like. It's actually not a painting. That's a real picture.
Yeah, he wears glasses all the time.
Yeah, he's always flying high. So shout out to him. And yeah, it's awesome. Cat day today. Right? We had a cat day. So we'll get to that later. Now, before, what's this? Oh, Commander Cookout. Swag. So I said to Network Ryan, I need something to start putting on here. Okay, I want to get something on stage, and I'm going to buy another one, and I want to start wearing CCO gear because they're always sporting it. Your sidewalk slams, everybody's got the CCO hats on. I'm like, why am I not doing that? So I'm going to buy some tonight. Ryan gave me this one just for this show, and I don't know. I feel like my head's a little too big right now, but we're going to try it. I'm probably going to sweat a lot, but again, that's more of a you problem than me problem.
You look even more like Aaron Brockovich's boyfriend now, man. Like
Aaron Brockovich, holler at your boy. Like the real Aaron Brockovich. Is she married? What's her deal?
Julia Roberts?
No, the real
actual
Aaron
Brockovich.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's probably like 95 now. How does no one know Aaron Brockovich, guys? Watch some cinema. Watch some cinema, guys.
You know the movie.
She fought hard for that district because they were getting robbed with the company. They were putting like bad stuff into the water, but then they were trying to cover it up and everything. But Aaron Brockovich was like, no way. She grinded, man. She grinded. And she got that bonus check.
All
it's
about
great
that
movie,
grind.
man.
That is amazing. Again, I have a note here that says guide people to dufferinav.com. So we're always talking about the email, okay? The email, it's a big, long email. If you go to dufferinav.com, we have all the information you need to know to advertise with us, to hang out with us, and to do our thing, and to do your thing, and come together. And another great example, every single person that comes in here and gets involved, like the boys from Turf Doctor that did this, I still can't believe this. And again, it's not even done. They rushed so much that we didn't even have time to vacuum it all.
No, I don't think you need
so
to.
they're
You're
coming
good.
back. They're coming back
You're
tomorrow
good.
morning, and they're going to vacuum it all too. It's going to be even better. So if you're like them and you want to get involved with us as well and create something positive and good and make the world a better place, which is what we're all about, real easy. Head to the website. All the info's there. There's sponsorship things. There's endorsements. All that stuff. You can find it there. And content creators. Network Ryan is always hitting me up for more content creators. We have a beautiful, safe space here, and we want you to be a part of it. So again, hit us up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, you had a weekend.
Oh, I think all of Saskatoon had a weekend. All of Saskatoon should have a weekend from here out because the
Yes.
Saskatoon Blades
Oh
are a
my
freaking
goodness.
wagon. Let me tell you.
Wow.
It's just nice having the Blades be good because forever, I mean, we can attest to this. The Blades have always kind of been just, right? Other than the Memorial Cup year and those couple years in the 90s, it's just been the same old Blades, right? This is the team we've been waiting 60 years for, Gary.
Yes.
The defense has been the story of the team because all season long it's been Igor Sidorov, it's been getting Fraser Minton, it's been all about the offense, right? Offense and goalies, that's been all the talk. This decor, the first 2 games of the second round, Gary, I think the first game they allowed 18 shots. Last night they allowed 21 shots. It was like these guys are playing so locked down. They're scoring goals. Benny Saunderson, he gets the OT winner. He also scored in Game 5. Tanner Molendijk has been scoring. He's been playing great. Charlie Wright, Brennan Seatman has like 4 assists now in these playoffs. He's been playing so good at all ends of the ice, like offensively, defensively. That's the thing about the defense, man. They're not just playing defense. They're playing offense as well. They're contributing all over the ice. All of the big sexy forwards on the Blades, and I mean that as not like, they're sexy. What I mean, like,
do
like
mean it as
sexy
they're
is in like
sexy.
headlines, like Fraser
They are
Minton
sexy, yeah.
and Trevor Wong, and that was weird. I'm caught
saying.
myself there, and I was like, that could have been bad. But they've been stealing the headlines all season long, but now it's time for the defense to, man, they're really stepping up. Red Deer, I thought there would be more of a jump in talent from PA to Red Deer. Like, I was expecting more of a series.
Yeah.
Red Deer's very underwhelming right now.
You
They're
said
slow.
your big
They're
thing
slow.
after you talked with the boys, like less than the gang. You said everyone's talking about those guys are coming in angry. You ruined their entire year before it started this year, thanks to last year.
I think the Blades just match their intensity, though.
all
And
you
I
have
think
to
it's
do,
hard
right?
to not match that intensity when there's like 9,000 people in that building, right? The only bad thing is like it's packed and it's so loud in there, but it doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
Because unless you get 15,000 people
crazy.
in there, like those
nuts.
bright teal seats just stick out like a sore thumb. If we had some dark blue seats up there, like darker, it would kind of, like kind of blend in, right? But you got those bright teal seats that just stick out. So you take videos and you're like, oh man, like it looks, again, it's packed in there. But you just see all the up top, and because it's such an old school building, right? Like they don't make them like that anymore. So
The Neon Flamingos have been playing that. Last year was our first year out. We're coming back, by the way. We're coming right back to the SaskTel Center Hockey because we love it so much.
The other thing, though, Gary, the Rush won. So the Rush beat the second best team in the league, the San Diego Seals, and crushed them, too. So all season long, it's either been the Rush start horribly and then end great. And it's like, why couldn't they play that way all game? Or they have a great start and they fizzle off. And it's like, oh, they lost their legs. They finally are starting to put together games. And if they win next week against Toronto, they're like in the playoffs no matter what. I think there's a small chance they're not in. But even if they lose, they could still squeak in. And
crazy.
no one was expecting them to make the playoffs. So we're just playing with house money.
Real quick on that.
Yeah.
Is that because they're playing so many games at the end of the schedule with the Rush?
I think so. They
Yeah?
their
Just
schedule
getting
got screwed
together.
over. That
I know,
one game
yeah.
got canceled because
Yeah.
of the big snowstorm. So that kind of threw a wrench into their plans. Again, their schedule's so wonky this year. It's just been all over the place. They had a couple back-to-backs and then a bunch of buys at the start of the year, too. It was like they play, they have a bye. They play twice, they have a bye. So it was just there was no rhythm, right? So now they're getting
continuity in
into a
there.
rhythm, though,
That's
right?
what it is.
They got first place Toronto coming to town next week. 420 game. Shout out to the Rush marketing team. They're doing like it's the green out.
What does
But
that
without
mean?
advertising it, right? Without being like, yeah, but it's the green out, so
Yeah.
it's a big fan appreciation thing. It's just the green. I know, but because there's this thing that people do on April 20th.
Not me, man.
I
Not
know.
me.
It's crazy.
What are we?
I don't
I'm
know.
like 5 days.
Hugs,
now.
not drugs, man. Hugs,
That's
not
it.
drugs,
We're
right?
doing it.
So I took an oath
Doing
in
great.
grade 6 in elementary school, right? And
I was gonna say I feel bad for
I
that
still
oath.
have,
I
I
feel
still
bad for
have that
oath.
badge, man. I still have it, man.
Okay, how about this? Turning over from hockey Friday, lacrosse Saturday, hockey Sunday.
Yeah.
How insane is
I
that?
talked about it on my podcast,
There you
Sask
go.
Sports and Food, selfish plug.
Love it.
I gave them a huge shout out because the staff behind the scenes at Sask Health Center, my boy Kobe, he does a great job down there, but they all just, everyone's in space like, hey, you grab the glass, I'll grab the boards, you take out the ice, we'll put all the it's just crazy. And then they got to, like, it would suck doing all that work, and then literally 24 hours later, okay, pack it all back up again. Pack it all back up again. I know that took forever. Don't care. We got to put it back the way it was. That'd be so frustrating. I'd be pissed off. I'd be like, I just took this all down. But they did that back to back to back, 3 days in a row. They do that all the time during the season, too. It's crazy. Also, too, the staff there, like for like the behind-the-scenes staff at the Rush and the Blades, like they got to take down all the Blade stuff Friday, set up all the Rush stuff Saturday, take it all down after the game Saturday, set the Blade stuff up again. Like it's just a lot of work and prepping the games when you have 3 back-to-back. They lived at the rink. So like working in sports, man, like it's fun, but it's a grind when it comes to this season. So shout out to, I think it looked great. Like the production side, the not only did the boys go 3 for 3 like the local teams, right? They were 3 for 3 when it comes to wins, but the behind the scenes, the contest, the giveaways, the production, it was all fantastic. The camera work was excellent, Curtis. It was excellent, Curtis. It was
Give it up for
fantastic.
camera work.
That guy lives at that rink there. So
Yeah, my favorite part of leaving the Rush games was always saying bye to my man, Erdy.
Oh, yeah. But
I just lean in.
vibes are high right now at that place, man.
awesome.
Vibes are high.
Love
The
it.
Rush are playing better than people thought they would. The Blades are playing as people think they should because they're just meeting that expectation. They're a wagon. It's, man, it's just times are good. It's really good to be a Saskatoon sports fan right now.
And you know what? What better time for things to be good than right now when it feels like everything's so,
I know.
you know, it's nice to have positivity coming out of this place.
But this is why we live in Saskatchewan, though. It's for times right now. Like I just got my backyard ready.
Yeah,
Raked
I
up all the
saw
dead
that.
grass,
You
got
were
the
proud.
dog poop up
What
there.
was that, top 3 beer?
But man, dad, when it comes to dad beers, I put that like top 5.
Nice.
There are a lot of good dad
Never
beers
tried
out.
like
There are a
that.
lot of good dad beers out
Do you
there.
have other
right?
examples?
Like okay, so the first beer in your neighbor's garage. So maybe like you first moved in, or your neighbor just moved in. Not the neighbor you go to all the time. Like it's like because you're there all the time, twice a week having beers. When you had that first beer in the new garage, and you get to like scope everything out. You're like, what kind of tools does this guy use? Does he have a bunch of cool stuff on the wall? That's a cool beer because then you get to talk about dad things and kind of see if this guy, if you're gonna go back, right? It's kind of like I love that first garage hangout with someone,
like a
right?
first date,
like
man.
our first
Yeah.
garage hangout in here. It was like, man, it was super cool, right?
Yeah,
So
for sure.
we had a beer, we're hanging out. So
Living the
that's a
dream.
good dad beer right there. Another one is, and this is for if you have like older kids, when you're at an out of town tournament, like an overnight
yes.
tournament. and then you like the team wins their first game. You go back to the hotel and like the hospitality suite or like the party parents, and you're all having beers together in that hotel. So you just drove 6 hours. You went right to the rink, the parent parties. That's good dad beer right there, too.
Nothing breaks the ice like that first beer in the hotel room.
The chalet beer at like Table Mountain or Lake Louise when everyone else is skiing because you're a dad and you're like, screw that, man, I'm not skiing. So you just hang out in the chalet for 8 hours, just getting day drunk. Like, that's another good dad beer right there. So a lot of good dad beers. There's the mowing the grass one. Like, there's the typical ones, right?
Your yard looked really good, by the way.
It's well, Kipper's pee, man. Like,
those...
Shower beers, Oh, yeah. See,
anything showers.
Unpopular take. I don't like shower beers.
Get out of here.
What
did the showers ever do to you?
Don't go in the gutter here. I'm a messy guy when it comes to the showers. I'm a messy guy. I do a lot of soap, and I'm like the, like every shower commercial, they're like just going to I'm like that in the shower commercials, like the girls who wash their face with, they're like no one washes their face like they actually do, like in commercials like that. I do.
I'm still waiting to hear
but it gets all in the beer, all the soap and all the shampoo and all that shit gets in the beer.
Ruins your beer.
Sorry. And I sip it, I'm like, right? And plus it gets super warm. I like taking my time in the shower. I'm a long shower guy.
Yeah,
it sits there and gets warm and soapy and just, I don't know. Everyone's all about the shower beer, and I've always just kind of been like...
Don't Google that either. I will say, just to give you an idea of how spoiled I've been my entire life.
Yeah.
My entire life. And I'm so aware of it. That's why I'm always trying to give back so much. I really want to try to give back so much, is I know how good I had it. I spent probably... This is the first house I've lived in, I think, in the last, maybe my whole life, that hasn't had a seat in the shower.
What?
So I'm sitting in this shower every day. I almost fall over because I want to sit down.
You've had a seat in your shower for your whole life?
Plumbers, man. Plumbers are good. Nickel Plumbing, by the way. Check them out.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
I've never had a place where I had a seat in my shower. I've
not just
once had that.
It's not just for the seniors anymore.
I didn't know you were living this life of luxury behind the scenes.
Best thing. You want to talk about long showers? I fall asleep in there, dude.
Falling asleep in the shower? Don't Google that.
Well, that's another one. Okay, now watch how professional we are. How huge is an overtime win?
Oh, yeah. Overtime win. Benny Saunderson getting the big goal there. Well, it just boosts spirits, right? Like, it could have been, it's a tied series going to Red Deer, right? Or you're up 2-0 with overtime win momentum going into Red Deer. It's just, I think the Blades might take 2 in Red Deer as well. They look good, and Red Deer is just kind of the momentum. It could be a sweep. And they're not that great, other than their goalie, Chase Wutzke, Saskatoon boy, former Saskatoon contact.
How many shots?
He stopped 47 of 49, I believe. Man, the shots yesterday were 49 to like 19 at one point. It was insane.
To quote Rock'em Sock'em, he's seen more rubber than a dead skunk on the Trans-Canada Highway. That was about Alan Bester. It could be used there.
That was like, it was just... I did not expect them to outplay them like this. I was expecting like kind of a really close series. This doesn't look like it's going to be a close series. I might eat my words and Red Deer is going to come back and do the exact same thing that we did to them last year.
I was really hoping you weren't going to give us any reason that the Croker curse could become a thing.
I just don't feel that, though. I think the Blades are too good and the Rebels just don't have that mojo. They were playing really good at the middle of the season and they've lost that mojo. They switched coaches like 20 games before the playoffs. So they got rid of their coach. They brought in Dave Struch, a former Saskatoon Blades coach. And I think that brought them a little bit of momentum. Like whenever you change a coach, you want to play hard for them. Mm-hmm. But I think they've kind of lost that honeymoon phase with the new coach. So I think now they're kind of coasting. So I think we got them at the right time. Whoever we play in this next series, though, like Swift Current or Moose Jaw, that's going to be that's going to be a big one.
As a fan of jinxing being very real, you just jinxed like 18 things there. So you're just throwing caution to the wind. Hey, we're doing it.
It's fine.
It's happening.
Magic isn't real.
Whoa. Whoa. Ho.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Shout out again to the boys at the CCO as we did some awesome stuff this past weekend, and it's going to be coming down the pipe, and it's so cool to be on the other side where these boys are. I'm learning in there now. Hey, I'm in the booth like told Willie.
I still can't believe you had, 17 years of radio experience, and you just are afraid of the board.
25.
I don't get it.
25.
That's worse, man. Way worse.
This is how you don't like social media.
It was insane because I was expecting to talk like radio stuff with you, our first podcast, right, and get all nerdy with all the stuff, and you're like, man, I have no idea what any of that means. And you were the most popular radio guy in town for a long time, and you had no idea what to do. Like, I was an Adobe wizard. I loved doing the sound effects and putting stuff together. I loved editing audio and stuff, and you're just like, man, I would just go in there and wing it.
I believe my words were,
I was so jealous of that. Like, I was working so hard to be as cool as you, and you're just like, whatever. I got Aaron Brockovich at home, man, and I got the best life ever. I'm living the dream.
I am not cool in any way, but I will say being in there felt really cool.
It's an awesome feeling
It's so
being in
fun.
control.
Yeah.
They know you're sitting there.
And
It's
the
like
magic happen.
Yeah.
Lil B gets it.
It's just you're putting these. You're seeing it all come together when you have like a good transition and things are. It sucks beforehand when things aren't going well. It's probably the most stressful thing in the world when like something's not plugged in right or something's on the background, whatever it is, right? When things aren't going well, there's just one thing. It sucks. But when things are going well and it's gelling, it's awesome, man.
Lil B just said, "Oh, you mean like when you come in right before your shift, 10 minutes before you're on the air, and everyone's messing with turf?"
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one. I love you, buddy. Thank you for helping
Nice
us
little
through
surprise. Yeah, we didn't move anything around or anything. Just everything is in a different spot now, and we unplugged everything. It's cool. Since you don't realize that, it's like, man, we could for sure put new carpet in here in a day. And it's like, no, man, that's a big
Turf Doctor. Amazing.
work, yeah.
So good. Mark and Hunter, man, they're so awesome. We bonded for life. And it was just such a great morning with all of that. How do you feel about running that Blades video from our good friend Matt Young from CTV? You feel like going for that one right now, Lil B? Or you want me? Yeah, okay. So we got highlights from the game winner from SaskTel
Actual
Center.
highlights here. Oh, yeah.
This is so cool. So our man Matt Young with CTV. I'm just looking for his because I wrote it down
I think it's
here.
just at Matt Young CTV.
Yeah.
He's great on Twitter, by the way.
Look, yeah, right there.
Boom, he's my boy.
Yeah, so hit him up. And so what he does is he takes video games. And I don't know if you know this or not, but we love video games around here, like big time, where we made a Paperboy set out of our passion for video games. So he takes these like Nintendo games and the Sega games and he mods them. And it's just like a little thing that he does, like a little hobby almost. And he creates these things and he puts them out there and they're so freaking cool. So today I finally, I've just been smitten by these videos for a long time. And I finally got up the courage. I felt like I was like texting a girl for the first time. I was like, I hope he answers. Oh my God. It's like, hey man, just want to know like, how the hell do you make these? He's like, oh, I just do it in my free time. It's a nice little thing. So we're going to play one right now. Compliments of him. And again, this is literally the game that just happened, but inside of a Nintendo game. It's going to blur. I don't want to say too much else, but we'll pop it up here. Again, we don't have the audio right now because we didn't want to risk running audio when we're scrambling. But just watch this video. We can commentate. You commentate. You do it all. Here we go. Just like the Hockey Hall of Fame. Croker with the call. Here we go. Taking you back to Sunday afternoon. Blades Rebels Game 2.
It'll come.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry.
It'll come.
We got it. Here it comes.
Yeah.
There it is.
Don't Google that, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Don't Google that.
There he goes. Okay.
Oh, here it goes. Oh, he's in the corner there. Oh, Trevor Wong. He's in the corner. Passes up front. He's there. Ben Saunderson scores. That was horrible. I don't know who. I wasn't even doing a Les Lazaruk impression there. I was just doing that's a nothing impression. That was an impression of nothing. That was just bad. I was looking at this screen right there. I didn't know that we were on that screen over there. I didn't see that one. So,
dude.
See, we were saying it wasn't coming. It was coming.
It was there.
Yeah, it was. So.
Blades of Steel.
Yeah, great game.
What a game. See, and I'm an ice hockey guy,
Yeah.
so I'm always saying that ice hockey deserves the elite level game from the Nintendo over Blades of Steel.
I would get messages from people asking me to do a Zamboni video for Blades of Steel because they have the Zambonis that come out after the periods. It's like, you should do one for that, man.
Can you do the song? Ice hockey has the three. The Blades of Steel one goes.
I don't remember that one.
Dun, 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 dun.
See, I was more of I was an NHL 94 for Super Nintendo. That was mine with Beezer on the cover. No, Beezer was on 95, 96.
Can you see my NHL 94
Yeah, there you
I
go.
got those for my birthday. NHL 94 themed underwear.
Someone probably just tuned in at that moment right there where you were just like, hey, check.
That's what they're doing over there. Just showing off their undies.
Hey, check it out. Check it out. You can't see.
Gary's wardrobe provided by my birthday in West Edmonton Mall. It was a great time. Network Ryan always making it happen. So now 2-0 series lead for your Saskatoon Blades. What are we thinking? How are we feeling? I know you're saying they're going to dominate. Give us some information that get us prepped for game 3. What are we looking at?
Again, Chase Wutsky, he's been their best player, and he's going to be at home. And they're going to be even more pissed off now, right? They've lost 6 games in a row to the Blades in the playoffs. You don't want that, right? So they need to get back in the win column, but they're just struggling, and they just seem to they don't have their legs right now. So hopefully some rest happens like that. I just kind of hope that everyone I think it's going to really click, especially if Moose Jaw beats Swift Current, because it'll be like a Moose Jaw Saskatoon. That's kind of a rivalry. But I think it'll click in the third round that it's like, oh boy, this is going to be fun. Because again, 8,500 people at a junior hockey game is amazing.
Yeah.
But that place should be sold out. Like, that place should be bumping. That place should be packed. Why weren't you there?
Speak to the people.
Why weren't you there?
When?
I'm just kidding. On Friday and Sunday. Where were you?
I was at my grandma's on
Okay,
Sunday.
that's a pretty good excuse.
Yeah.
I think people should just get excited. It's not just because it's about hockey, but it's about the home team, right? Support local, support the home
That's
team.
it,
Like,
man.
you know, just get excited about something. Because, like you said, a lot of negative stuff, a lot of crappy things right
It's
now.
hard.
Price of groceries, price of everything. Everyone seems worried about something, right?
Yeah.
For 3 hours, you don't have to be worried about anything other than, hey, I hope the Blades win.
the
And even if they
experience.
don't, okay, whatever. They still got, like, it's fine, right? It's just sports, whatever. It's like that line from Superbad. It's soccer, okay? Just chill. Like, it's fun. Like, I don't know. It's get excited about something, because I don't know. Like, in my life right now, I mean, other than like, oh, I got a pretty awesome life actually. My
You're
wife's
doing
awesome.
really
My
good,
kid's
yeah.
great. Job's
Yeah.
pretty cool. But like, sometimes you just get down and you need something to kind of. I need to get
Boy,
excited
do-
about something.
boy,
Get
do we
excited
ever
about
know
the
that.
Blades. Get excited about the home team. Right. Support the local home team and just. It's nice being a part of something too, being a part of a nice little Blades family, right? It's all
Absolutely.
everyone in the community, right? It's everything you want. It's local, it's community, it's doing something positive, it's having a good time. So if beers weren't $13, it would be perfect. But
A girl can
I
drink.
check that's the thing, going to every playoff game, and I'm like, why is my budget dog crap, right? Oh yeah, I'm dropping like $30 a game for 2 beers. Like,
How many events have you? No, not even events. How many workplaces or places have you gone to for your work? Because you are ever. I just want to give you a shout out for how hard you actually work. Because people
I
don't
did-
understand. You're making all these videos. You're not just making them here in Saskatoon. You're going everywhere.
I was
dude.
at Golden Sheaf Bakery on Central, Downey's, legendary. It's been, I don't know how long it's been there, but it seems like forever.
Forever, yeah.
So it seems like the big donuts, like I'm doing best Saskatoon donut. I went to Nestor's, which was first. Bunny Hug Cafe, which is also owned by Nestor's. I didn't know that. But Nestor's, Nutana Cafe, and Golden Sheaf, like that's been like the big ones, right?
Yeah.
Christie's Bakery, like Mayfair Bakery from back in the day, that's up
Yeah.
there too. There's a bunch of Pal's Donuts I heard is really good. Dark Side's good. But the big three were Nestor's, Nutana, and Downey's Golden Sheaf. They're so good,
How do you
man.
pick?
And
How
that's
do
the
you
thing
pick?
that like, we talked about it. How do you pick a number one? I don't know. I think
you
it
don't.
might
I told you. You just don't.
Nestor's is freaking good, but man, Downey's was good in its other way too, right? Because and a dozen was like $12 for homemade donuts that are fantastic. I mean, like at Tim Hortons they're $18, and at a local place they're $12. So it's just I don't know. For that I've only been to 3 places. I don't know. I've been to like probably in like the 200 to 300s now
That's crazy.
since starting the Chicken Finger Quest. But
And
I like
so,
it, man. I
So
like.
all of those businesses,
Yeah.
if you want any support with us, hit up the website, dufferinave.com. The information is there. Advertising, sponsorship is all there. You will find it, and it will make you say, okay, I want to join, and I want to be a part of this beautiful thing that's going on
Mm-hmm.
with DAM. Because, again, we're just trying to make this world a better place, one positive move at a time. And
Get
that's-
Curtis in here.
that's
I gotta go pick up my kid.
Yeah, I was, I was gonna see how long I could hold you down for, and then I realized just right now that the reason you were leaving was to be a good dad again. So
Yeah.
we appreciate you. Thank you. Give me one right there.
Love you, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Croker.
Well, I mean, anytime I get to meet Aaron Brockovich's boyfriend is a great. Someone please get Aaron Brockovich's boyfriend photo on the screen or something, because it's on. I can't believe it. I'm mad at myself that I just noticed it now, because it's been years.
I love and appreciate you so much, and I know how hard it is to stop everything and come here and join us. So again, thank you for doing that. It means the world.
Thanks for having me.
You are the best. Okay.
Grab some candy.
Yeah, take some candy on the way home. What else we got over there? And feel free to take something out of the fridge too if you want. That's you earned it today, bro. You did good.
I'll take the first.
You can't take Coach's Coach. No, that's Coach's DVDs. He'll get mad. And we can actually ask him right now because he is, I believe, on a Zoom right now. Love you, Croker. There he is. Now, we're talking about a guy who is so sick right now that he has been quarantined to just working home, which isn't, he's not actually that sick anymore, but he's still got a little bit of phlegm going on. How you doing, buddy?
I'm pretty sick still. I can barely talk. I'm hoping that I don't just yak. I've been coughing up mucusy, gross stuff.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna stop you there. We don't need to go any further down that road. The Masters happened over the weekend. We did a nice little test draft. I already talked about how I blew that one just through the roof. First time, actually, it's not the second time I've ever done a draft without drafting anyone, if you can believe that. What's that?
I disagree. I think you did it. I think you're a genius. I think you don't know you're a genius.
I know a lot of people who would argue that.
What's the point of golf?
To have fun.
Okay. What's also the point of golf?
To shoot low.
Exactly. You got the lowest score, bud. You won.
I'm a scratch drafter. That's
You're-
amazing.
You set a record. Like no one's ever got 0 before, and you did it.
So do I win the prizes?
I think you should technically 0 isn't a score.
Okay.
If you would have been able to make one pick, then you would have won. But no, we do have a winner here, buddy.
Who is it?
Morso
Morso!
was the big winner with 260 points.
Holy, how did your team do? That was our team by default.
We finished 4th, Gary.
You did a
with
very good job.
264.
Wow.
Yeah, we did okay.
Well, that's good.
So anyway, Mortso's got a little care package coming in.
And can you tell us what's in that care package?
Well, we would have to determine that, and it's a big secret, I think. But there is definitely there's a Your Show Champion T-shirt that's
It looks really cool.
in production, and there's a trophy that Mortso will get his name put on, and we'll keep using that for other fantasy
love it.
little ditties that we do.
Yep. And then we'll throw in some swag from other advertisers. It's gonna be sweet. Lots of promoting each other. That's what we're all about here.
Here, you know what's funny? I wanted to do a pre-tape and come over, and they wouldn't let me.
Mm-hmm.
Is the carpeting all done?
Yeah. Do you want me to send you a little video real quick? We can do this live. This will be like, this might get a little Inception-y. I don't know. I don't want to piss off any space-time continuums or anything. So turn off your flux capacitors and all that. I do believe if I go and make a video for you, Mazer, right now, I can show you how beautiful it is in here. We don't really have an ability to move the cameras around, but
Cameras.
you will have this in about 2 shakes of a Persian kitten's whiskers, and then you will see how nice it looks. Turf Doctor.
I want to give a live reaction to this.
Here it comes. You ready?
I can't wait.
So yeah, the top is
This is
spinning right now.
Technology right now.
I think we're in reality. And I've never seen Inception. All I know is that a guy spins something.
Here.
What was that?
Yeah,
You like it?
so good.
Yeah. So wait till you feel it. Like, oh, there it is. Inception, we're doing it. It looked like there was a portal through your window there. I'm going barefoot. I'm going to be a hippie right now and just go straight barefoot on this turf. Look at that. Get ready. Shout out to my dad. Went to Costco today, got some new slippers, some bench slippers. He paid for them, the best. And he let me wear his old slippers until I got those. So dad's
Bench
the best.
slippers.
Oh, they're good. They're comfy.
Costco ones.
Yeah. Look at these things. These things are, they're not, again, we're not, I guess I already said the name, but the deals, man. There's $19 for these bad boys. Look at those things. They're like perfect for rec sports too. You can do anything.
We're so connected, but guess what I got for my birthday?
What'd you get for your birthday?
Well, you were just holding them.
Oh, those? You got a pair of those bench shoes?
Got to pick those. So whenever you let me come over, I'll wear them.
Did I just reveal the price of your birthday present on the air?
Whatever. We're past that. We're old now. It doesn't.
Yeah, that's true. It's all about the thought. The
Yeah,
thought
man.
that
So,
counts.
so that's about it. Because I don't want to cough like crazy on here, but
No, you're good. You did it. You updated us.
Yeah,
That's
Mort-
the only mission we had. This whole show, again, was a scramble. As we were just literally trying to make it there. Network Ryan lost about 5 pounds through sweat as he was just. You were like Big Boy from Deneb. You were like Tasmanian Deviling through here, and literally like the Maggie cam went up with 1 minute to go before we were rolling. It was
Isn't that
crazy.
sprint coach?
What's that?
Isn't he a sprinter coach?
Oh yeah, Network Ryan. He's Mr. Everything.
That's because I'm slow though.
Like the 3 hops and the high leg or whatever?
I believe that's called triple jump. 3
that?
hops in the high leg. See, that's going back to the no-name naming. It's like, no, that's not triple jump. It's 3 hops in a high leg. We all know that. Right? That's easy. Give me a hard one. Those brain busters. Okay, you get out of here. You go get yourself better so we can get your ass in studio.
Wait, we're going to get the winner on the show maybe via Zoom tomorrow.
Love it.
And then maybe in person to get his prizes next week if we can get everything together by next week. So,
Perfect.
Bryce
that-
Sasko, on to my text.
Real quick, Mastodon shirt. Prove it. Sick. Is that White Whale Holy Grail? Moby Dick? I
No.
can't see. It's so far away. Either
No.
way, that's a great shirt. Ryan Maisie, I love you. I appreciate you so much. Keep being you, man. You're the heart and soul of this operation. So we all appreciate you here. Get better, and I'll talk to you after the show. We'll have a nice little post-show party, all right?
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Ryan Maisie, everybody. Give it up. Margaret. Yeah, Coach Mazer. Crushing. Don't give me that cute. Hey, see, she's always wasting all the really cute smiles off camera. You want to come here? Why don't you come here? She doesn't want to come here. Okay, so we got a pools champion. We got turf. We got people training in the booth. Lil B, how's the train going in there? Everything going good? Curdy and Noah, how's the training going, fellas?
It's looking great, sounding great.
I like that. So what's going on right now is we have two people in the booth. And I love how real this show is, right? Like nobody does it like this. Literally, didn't even have the ability to go on air like 2 minutes before we went on air. And we got guys training in the booth. We got guys coming in and out. We got a puppy that sometimes listens. Margaret. You know what her real name is? Maggie Old Ben Kenobi Nickel. And she knows that means she's in trouble. Look at her. She's hiding her face now. She's like, what did I do, Dad? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, she's literally pulling up the carpet right now. Okay, I'm not mad anymore. You're good. You're a good girl. Anyways, so she loves this turf. I think that's what we learned. I would like to get to a video now. Another video. What do you think about the chicken video? So this is one of the coolest things I think I've seen in a long time in sports. You know how arenas have those promos, bless you, March, have those promos where if something happens in the game, say a team, you know, in this instance, misses 2 free throws in a row, everybody gets chicken. Say a team doesn't make it to 100 points, then everyone gets, you know, burgers, whatever it is. So this guy, I don't even know his name. It's a tough name to announce. But he misses his first free throw. And then he realizes, and he's aware enough to know that his team is winning by a lot, and it's late in the game, and if he misses this second free throw, everyone's getting chicken. So he played into it so well. So we're going to go ahead and play that for you here now, and I'll just talk over top of it there, they'll be. This man right here, look at this dude. So he's like, yeah, I know. I hear you. I hear you. Everyone's cheering now because they know it's coming. He's like, I hear you. I got this. It's man, this, you want to talk about basically becoming a fan favorite in another team's arena? This guy won every single heart and soul in that building over right there. And look at him. He's like, yes, I know. Thank you. Everyone's eating chicken. Oh, it's so cool. And just to see someone aware of that and to know how that could instantly bond you with people in a crowd and how sacrificing one missed shot can turn into a billion fans. Like, this guy's the belle of the ball right now in sports. He's like the guy that sacrificed his free throw average for chicken for everybody.
He looks like a skinny basketball.
Yeah, and he's got those cauliflower ears too. Okay, he's collie and hard with those flowers.
Could be even Alexander Ovechkin, baby.
I hope that came over the air. If Khabib and Ovechkin had a baby, what's Khabib's first name? I can never say it right. No one can. Okay, Khabib from fighting. That's what we'll call him. We're no-naming everything. So
Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Khabib Nurmagomedov. That's the one.
Nurmagomedov.
Nurmagomedov. And that dude, he punishes people. That's a bad dude right there. Okay, so we just wanted to give love to that man here as we, holy cow, 4:43. We'll get to the Jays. Don't worry, Network Ryan. My mom just sent me a message saying Aaron Eckhart is Aaron Brockovich's boyfriend in the movies. Well, that's the actor, Mom. That's the actor. So I don't think it looks like Harvey Dent. Is that Harvey Dent from Batman? What do you think? I think that might be Harvey Dent. Little Two-Face? You're like, Lil B's like, what the heck's a dent, Harv? Yeah, I get it. There you go. So that's one for you right there. Very fun. And thank you for that, Mom. I always love getting messages. Before we get to the Blue Jays today, as they got the damn Yankees in town. Ugh. The Yankees. No, like, it's tough to find. Well, and that's the thing. You love them or you hate them. You can't be a part-time Yankee fan, bro. You just can't do it, never, right? Okay, yeah, we love to hate them. I appreciate that.
That means I watched them.
Okay. So it means you're a fan of what they bring. You love the evil empire. You love the whole, hey, save your beer, Johnny Damon.
I like Giancarlo Stanton.
He's swinging again too, eh?
My wife likes Giancarlo Stanton.
What's not to like? That guy, he swings hard. Before we get there, hockey, Connor McDavid tonight. 100 assists. He's in. He's playing, and he's chasing 100 assists as well. If you want way less, I guess you could say not fun hockey at all to watch, you can watch Austin Matthews chase 70 goals. Like, that even matters. And he leaves. Get out of here. Like, what a joke. 100 assists. Remember when the benchmark for most NHL players was 100 points? There was a lull when defense took over for a while in the league where guys were winning, like literally winning the scoring race with 89, like 88 points. Connor McDavid, if he gets one more apple tonight, the basket will be full. 100 assists to go along with his goals and everything else that he always does. And it's just so cool to me to think about this dude. Like when he lost the MVP to like the Hart Trophy to Austin Matthews when he did the 60 or whatever, 61, oh my God, all these goals. And all Connor McDavid did was have the best year of his career, and he still finished second because he had a couple goals fewer and way more points than Austin Matthews. And the only reason Austin Matthews got your Hart Trophy as the MVP was because he's in Toronto and everyone's sick of voting for Connor McDavid. Sorry, I get a little passionate. It's very frustrating. Toronto bias. Get out of here with that garbage. But so if that's something you're into, you can watch Austin Matthews go for 70 goals. Only 3 guys to ever do 100 assists.
Gretzky, Lemieux, and
Connor McDavid.
and
Connor McDavid twice.
Bobby Orr.
Number 4, Bobby Orr. Let's go. So if he does that tonight, then he will join Wayne Gretzky, Mario Lemieux, and Bobby Orr as the only players in the history of the NHL to finish a season with 100 assists. And just to give you some context, for the first, 10, 15 games, McDavid, like the talk was not only that he sucked, but what was wrong with him? How can he be so bad? Everything about that team was garbage, and then they just flipped the switch. And do you buy the Knobloch talk? Do you buy the coaching change being the precipice for this big, a little bit, just change of scenery type of thing? Yeah. Sorry, Network Ryan's just my dude here. I get lost in his beautiful outfits all the time and his awesome stuff. He wore his I Heart My Video. No, he's good. He's like me. See, we're learning like producer roles. There's something real special about being that voice in the booth. You never want to force it. You just want to let it come naturally. And that's what he's doing, which I really appreciate. So that's what's going on with the hockey. The Blue Jays hosting the Yankees. You got your boy Chris Bassett on the mound. Now, Chris Bassett, I think we could all agree he was the workhorse. He made a lot of believers in him last year as Blue Jays fans. He's off to a tough start. And it always seems like this. And that's the biggest scared, I guess you could say, point for me was the fact that the Jays, I think, led the league in starters making starts. Like the least amount of injuries in the rotation. And it's just crazy that they stayed so healthy in that rotation. And whenever that happens, you know it's going to bounce back because everything has to get back to center, right? So just like everything in the universe. So when you have a rotation, that's solid, that's strong, that good. And then it's just basically Kevin Gausman, right? The guy's like, he was one of the top picks that finished first for the AL Cy Young. And then you got Manoah. Manoah, thank you, if you know what I'm saying. He's got to get himself together. And then out of nowhere, Jose Barrios was the Kevin Gausman last year. Barrios comes out. I don't think he's allowed to run in a couple games damn near. Like he's going 6-7 every game. He's got a 1.58 ERA. Innings and scoreless innings, leading the league. And the dude's striking out at, like, it's the Barrios of old. This is the guy that the Jays wanted. This is the guy that everyone is saying, if this dude steps up, this rotation will go to the series. And everyone else did except for him. He couldn't quite figure it out. Now that he hasn't figured out, Gausman's having issues. Manoah's nowhere to be found. Bassett's off to a cold start. Yusei Kikuchi? I love Yusei Kikuchi. I say Kakachi, or I say get his butt in there more, because I'm a huge Kikuchi fan. But it's just, like, it's almost like you've wasted the perfect storm of healthy arms, especially when every single pitcher now is running around with a live grenade in their elbows. And we talked about that earlier, so we'll get to that more. Margaret, is now the time for grooming, really? You want to get up here? Come up here. Come get on your Maggie Cam. Okay, she's not getting on the Maggie Cam. But she is going to continue to clean away. Man, oh man, it's 4:50 already. How does that even happen? time flies, right? Time flies when you got new turf in the studio. I think that's what we learned today. That's a good take home. I don't think there's too much more to get to. I will say this. I think, you want to roll some Frankie's fingers? My dad was giving me, to quote one of our favorite movies and most quoted of all time, Billy Madison. My dad was giving me some crap today. And that's where you say, oh, what's wrong? Is your dad mad at you again when they're throwing pickles and he's not quite excited? For not going long enough with the shows, because we promote 4 to 5. And I always say, Dad, the reason, bless you, March, that's what happens when you get it. That's the hairballs. That's where they come from. You're not supposed to groom on camera. When we go into something like this, we say that's the time you want to go, but nobody wants to sit here and listen to me ramble like I just did for the last 5 minutes, times like 10 more. So wherever it ends natural, because this whole thing is all about being real and being natural and creating great content, great everything. Network Ryan says, if you are a creator, let us know. Hit up dufferinave.com. That's the website. So cool. Shout out to Anders, by the way. He said, what kind of website? What do we got? What do we want to do? I said, no boxy. I want it to flow. And for heaven's sakes, please, no advertising, because the advertising just ruins your whole flow of your website. That's a little pro tip. So if you can sacrifice the advertising, you can have a very good website. And we have one, thanks to my main man, Anders. All right, I think it's time for some Frankie's Fingers. And I'm going to just close out real quick with a little chat about, I guess, death, but in the most positive way possible. As I have my man Mats over here on Saturday. Love you, Mats, by the way. And we're talking business, and we're going to get him doing some stuff around here. And he was telling me about his cat, Frankie, who he had for 17 years. And then he said he felt so much guilt. Oh, hey, Margaret? Nah, she won't do it. She's a tease. And he had an extra 2 months with his sweet, sweet Frankie because he wanted an extra 2 months before Frankie left. But at the same time, he said he felt guilty because, there was a point where maybe I shouldn't have. And I said, dude, never feel that way. I got a kitty named Henry. And that dude was on his deathbed on a Friday. Henry then decided to come back to life over the weekend. Like, he had the death sentence on a Monday. We had a weekend to say our goodbyes. Henry stayed alive for like 4 or 5 months, and it was the best 4 or 5 months ever. He could barely walk. He'd do this one, and he'd paw here, paw there. He'd go around and he'd do his thing, but he always found a way to climb up onto my belly and purr in my ear, and we bonded, man. I only knew him for like a couple of years. Dude was like 19. Lived a hell of a life. Ran the streets around Avalon forever. And then this morning, Henry left us, and it was a very sad time, but at the same time, it was so beautiful because you got to say goodbye and you got that extra time. So I think the take home here is just be grateful for what you got while you got it. And be in the moment and just be a good person, because that's what it's all about, man. And to Matt's, his new cat, Vito, he's got a new one. And Vito is just a reincarnation of Frankie in a certain sort of way, and that's how it all goes. So to Henry, thank you for everything. And to all of our animals, thank you for making life a whole lot better when it really is hard to be a whole lot better. So to you guys, you jabronis, Network Ryan, I love you. Your shirt says I heart video editing. I believe it. So thank you for never lying. And to you guys, I love you. We'll talk to you tomorrow, 4 p.m. Have a great rest of your Monday.